.3 FM. Never personal Emrel and Sumami Dura Plus, where Dura Plus goes water flows, Erata Motors for the best car batteries and oil. Buy speed made batteries and oil from Erata Motors. Latex foam, your partner for life. Vodafone, the future is exciting. Ready? Agbeve Herbal Center, Wayarisa, Efi. Yokono apa Frankatuni abedi achire Professor Jane no pokwa jima hontoma ewo UPSA Yapomu na medical card. It was a beautiful ceremony. Lord, you have poured your anointing upon my head and my cup. Obidum bi akwa dukumi atenase. Surely your goodness and your mercy they will follow me. Ewagu DJ Mache Major so I would share na. I want you all. Awurade Adom. Rest the man no say dwedwedwe ya na say. Yehu a tell nkwa. I want you all. Me can say me say man no say dwedwe na awurade aso so adi fufu. Ice kinky na mkono sisi ya. Hey. Anapaya. CJ, obi anopa obi awia wo. Samra ye kasa yi, obi ada. Obati na ni be 10. If you no by 10. About 10 and I'm in Yakwa. Because me so much. It you know, Sammy will be no power. But in my mind, a real body then. I do. We're busy. And now we are monitor outdooring of Professor Jinano Pukwa. Oh, me monitor. Yeah. Na Emma man penyin that John Dramani Mahame Bekasa Mubogo Subi. And you susa papa no ba say and you dia kama kuma. Na nyumu inti me ye Awurade adwuma. Oh, what is speech no? Obesha say na. O say ndum na kana kuma. Ama ne doso be ye Awurade adwuma obesom. No what Ghana no and you man sa don't know sa love no that love is being rejuvenated tia Kenya you know and sa no obekasa and now it is some penny that ka say ye to abama no a obetu assembly members ka and your voice na no pay we so obetu assembly members tie the okan you know o say nipa dodo appointees a obefo wo mo no obe reduce no so it will be a small number. Small size, it will reduce in the size. There will be excesses or surplus. Well, say, Mampenny by ya or far as for na appointees who do ministries no be home, a special initiative, Zongo and inner city development, be a crack home, a regional reorganization and Ministry of Monitoring and Evaluation. One must see a door to the door. Wow, a Kobana Sara, we will be a you pay, when the deputy bed you pay, and son of one way you pay, chief director bed you pay, one cleaner bed you pay. It's a Kobana Sana as a Ghana Sikano, as a Nipoka crab in Indian to so about or better so. Sana Benina or better so. What is what? Sikana cause ya the man warmo, ya the beto fiamo or more, ya the man. I know the assembly members in the assembly members, you assembly member with you, and then you have we are assembly member here. Sikani enfama se fakochwanu yesi fakwa kan enkwada ye wo mo ne wo mu kwakusika ye nyama tie se na dey condition na ho ma ho ani if clause enyam na me ma won you o ma panyin da say unim wo enra me na obi from eh ye Awurade advance everybody be Awurade advance say the omso mu betua ye ka ye nya katua yes mo fa nko ye so bi katua CJ Ghana need your man one year. Say no man penina John Dramani Mahama edituja. Hey, Kwaku.
It will be a requirement for all who serve in my government to publish their assets declarations and have the same audited by the Auditor General. Of course, the elephantine size of government, consisting of 125 ministers or more, we have been burdened with over these last 4 years will be reduced drastically. And the savings that we will make from the emoluments of these reduced number of ministers and the privileges that they enjoy will be channeled towards rewarding assembly members to perform the function, will be channeled towards paying assembly members to perform the function of collecting accurate birth and death information in their various electoral areas. And I'm sure this will give better meaning that will satisfy the Supreme Court about the value of our birth certificates.
Jim FM. And General Mampanina John Dramani Mahama say no adi two. Dana mame nkwa homa no so. What's it?
What's the research for birth and death in their various areas? Into where you pay.
Ebiam so di tuja say afe ba ko a edi animu a yeto abama no a. Banks are egui ma amanfo sika akemu. Sa nipa wa musika akamu ni nyina no. In the first 1 year, obetua sa sika ni nyina.
First 1 year.
Yes.
First 1 year.
Yentie.
My heart goes out to the many who have been affected by this government's unjustifiable collapse of Ghanaian-owned financial institutions. It is heart-wrenching to hear government officials justify the huge amounts it is spending to manage the impact of the collapse of Ghanaian financial institutions, which they now put at a whopping 21 billion Ghana cedis. I weep for the many who have lost their jobs, the many who have lost their jobs, the many who have lost their businesses, and the many who have lost their livelihoods as a result of these policies. I pledge on behalf of the NDC that we shall, within 1 year of being in office, pay all funds that have been locked up with the collapsed financial institutions. Within our first year in office, we shall pay to all the beneficiaries all funds locked up in the collapsed financial institutions. It is a promise. We shall not put together any long-term payment plan that will further worsen the living conditions of the victims. As has been introduced in other economies, the next NDC administration will establish a financial services authority that will be responsible for ensuring that consumer financial markets work for consumers and providers and for the economy as a whole. This financial services authority will oversee all financial products and services that are offered to consumers and will effectively and efficiently prevent and stop the challenges that have confronted customers of Men's Gold, DKM, and others.
No.
Yes. Or say, on behalf of NDC, it is a walk and yes, or no, second to crop. And a walk, I had a man you call me now, Madrina. It's walker, would 9 this if one name will not walk. Ashebo Cobra.
All right, Eric, ni boy Corte, a banking consultant. What become a sound man? So, Randy boy, what do you mean?
Ipacho we soon kapa.
And what do you want?
Nyami Adom.
And unya mre etie former President John Dramani Mahama.
Pacho Devi.
But me did say near me boys is here. Utie, ne voice and me boys is here.
Pacho me see.
Good. The promise of paying back depositors' funds. Wama musika akem in the first 1 year of his administration. Yesan to abamanwa. Obetua sa sika ni na me gidi se obetua ma ebikura ka Men's Gold customers. Masem bisani etiawa. Is this feasible? Ebetua ye.
Asema yeti se no. If the political platform so and they buy.
Rani boy, madam, radio no e what you no betimi adom ne kakra ma me.
Oh, okay.
Yes, me nya feedback wa.
Hello.
Yes, metonka, eh.
Yo.
Yeah.
Asema yeti se no. If the political platform so and the for a professional banker under the circumstances, it will be very difficult for me to respond to a political platform. So, but ubeyi is some baku abba na waka say banks egui one musika woman again na mran kawa we'll be making a lot of progress. But right now it will be a bad thing amami. Say meka say asema ye kan political platforms we ne so nie. But say the asem na say na kire say banks na enya problems no. Certainly no nkofosika ewom as depositors. Na banks na eguye no. Ejuma ben ya ye wo ho ebesi nle. Ejuma ya ye wo ho no enu bra no tsen na mra no kire say yes say ye no. Ye do pempen so bi aye beka sem ne amra no ka no ye fa nye ejuma e na opese okwa na okwohwe a ade ba ko be madwen wo ho ne say omo fa mra na da ho no anya leche obi ka so opese ohwem bi mu a mra brakuna na ode be ye ejuma ana so be ye mra foforo bi a e be kire kwan foforo bi a ye fa nya na it is a producer honor and a bit me a friend intellectual discussion.
Yes.
But send the TSC as far as I'm concerned, so far Mrano Ayenejuma Akos Abisim Pempensui. It is a new a bear ding because or an effective evaluation of implementation program now Bank of Ghana did 2 hospital and fine no.
Okay.
And no chino bia no be beka say recovery no to an extent of bia 50%. Nti ye be fa efi hot ni ahwe se e bit me aye bibi ma no aye ato yi ana.
Okay.
Ana say bia ye beka say mrana eda ho na ye de ye no mrano ntwe nti ese mra no ni edi mukina ana se ye tene no kakra na no so no horo na ebe mra sem na asemba ko ebe bounce no se ebe mra foforo mana koye chi akosisa ba na.
Okay, but Orani boy who come mra sem emra ben na eda ho sam komotwetwe ho na pempenso ben ye de samra yi aye adwuma say ye ka say Orani boy
say banks asem na buy no mra da ho a share banks no so omunyina and mra na wo ho no in the year 2016 no and mra foforo e buy mra foforo na buy a banks and Special Depository Institutions Act 930. EBC Banking Act 673/2004 and name ayebia no me as a compliance professional no not a for my wo hunu say me fa say Act 673 no and me fa 930 no na me say gaps ben e de wo ho relatively no sorry you be back my because you did to me did to no
yes
nyama kakra me hu ye no yan sisamra no krampo anka nya hwe anka 75% of the way no near Act 930 be ba say be ye no 673 bit me aye with the support of the Companies Code Act 179 no so ya sisan no no but me nyina echi no idea ye can be in some say every problem has its own solution. In the problem now banking crisis ni facing no mafo from here say ye the best CC and now say ye hu ye hurry and ye confirm mafo from buy for a certain objective I mean to mean cap me nyina chi no baby aya be do no Act 930 no abeye dinami bi ni abeye no mra no se ni ami hu no sa pepe na did so. Some people be way there, and they be here another mindset of evaluation. But so far, no. Near Bank of Ghana, near the no. Minna, Mrano, say, withdraw license. Mrano, the trace and the acquire fast you withdraw. On the withdraw license now, at the end of the day, withdraw banking license. No, she no, send the music say they do, you know. Me who say Bank of Ghana there, or my family there. Name mum, dear. Na ye to yemboasea. Anka, it would have been better. But in some man, and you can no need Dawson. And maybe Bono during the discussion saying, maybe can say, near Esino and Chaye. Into ye shed near Mrano a year or a see a 2 year boise. Near she shed near a sea potain. Near she quiet fast so a sea. Near she a dentia. Ni see and to me see a clear son. I better say of being thing kwesi ama kwajo akosia omo anya no send the from ye no ye ko pray ho and ye ka say esimasi anya ni ye na we na fa ha nti my discussion no koto be fufuro. But when the dust has settled kakra no Bank of Ghana regulators no munya kwan ye omo adwuma ni ade no and this and ye will receiver or share send e be ya ye betutu nyama no.
Okay orani no isame to ase ya wo ka say ye to ye boase a in a way wo pesa o say anamo a ye tu ifa banks yi ho no na entwa yi orani no
there be nyame chen say ye ko ho kasa ho bebre
kasa no na doso
no ko so sing adwuma ese ye no nti emamran sem na be boa ya ye bi adwuma no ho kasa no ko so my ko ye se mra no kra na je sa na tie na ne ka ho ne ka na mum at the end of the day no the regulator no Bank of Ghana no ono nim kwan onam so no nti no na mra no ana or the course as the same no so nti ehunti ase na nchechemu na edinia ye gusu ka ho asemu nyina ebae no
well o ka say nsem no so ehefo na e ka say
say Ghana for na e kasa nukra bi kan bi
okra kan bi
me di ma dwin to ho say nsem e see no banking crisis no boni be see it did not happen, it was caused. Let's say, and yes, you go so a Jumanana is CC. Yama antutu yen and Amrana, young fine Jumania, Bruni friend non compliance, no, and no, and a future didn't be doing, so be doing, no. Essence, social banks may collapse here now. Time man, UT, ni capital, Eddie can't call, you know. A idea, ye say, Dimran, ye Juman be a 2 year. And can wait dear no one bambi so no muswanko akotum but almost share near course or UT capital and no almost share almost dear and can dear Bank of Ghana the saba almost wabe try even no on the who say almost take steps are almost to an amombia that said they are corrective measures are almost so they are called. The capital adequacy ratio of 10% now. In simple terms, no, a HSS Crawford deposits were not a bank and a financial institution now. Over to me, this deposits maybe Abobusia ama once here or more. Now, Mranich say capital adequacy ratio of 10% at that time. Now, you can't want them no. HSS share capital here 1 CDR. Over to me, you see depositors is a kind of war honeybee. So 1 billion crown now crown. We share capital 1 city into 10 up to 10 cities per and I'll bet the Abobusia. Then a bear will share capital 1 city no. You divided by 10 cities and now the Abobusia now you bring 10%. Say say Ubobusia 20 cities are and then who here say capital 1 city no. Ubaya 2 cities. Say they are only 2 divided by 20 no still I'll bring 10%. Say, deposit be brave 1 million. Now, per se, would be Bobusia. That's about Bobusia 50 cities. And then say, we share capital 1 city, no. say we above 5 cities, and a beya, Ubabusian 50 cities, no. Now divide a capital of 5 by 50 now, Ubanya 10%, no. But then yes, sir, and a DA Jumano. It's in a my bedroom pensui. But see, a share regulation, the idea of the Anka and yet ding says capital adequacy no emma opaya obe use amount for deposit now there abobusiana ebe boy ne yahwe enu echi no se na medi kan say every problem has its own solution no ibe hu say economic kan wo ho de ye bank de na momra na hwe ye no ye so a ye de yedwuma no emma ho kwan say ibe fan economic keke ne de abobusia so say share capital no 1 CD. Okay. 10 CD is pay and a bit with the Abobusiano. Say check pay 5 CD as well. Let's say 50 CD is pay and a bit with the Abobusian. 5 over 50, never 10%. No young for 2 man or so in the Bank of Ghana and Beji and license.
But Orani boy, what can say? Colas Bank, I'm near the Chira so far. Between receiver no any depositors, Secretariano Cosing, if you can throw some light on it for us. Rani boy.
A hono may share that year who edumebia a son say on Nejumano Shasi and on a bank in a different set of laws and a shady dear no so.
Yes.
Banking law no a beg guided in Kakra dear name mum me then I make a media chino Kakra me who instead the anami say so a receiver assets kakra ana banks na collapse no assets from no as a receiver no etumi turn them assets no into some cash say government ma support there to what extent in a bank ma cash no say yeah deposit near 1 million na say assets no more ton no Omonia 500 cedis. That's difference between 1 million and 500 cedis. No. Say can be see for naba. Government they must no. So government must no. Never 500 no benyani 1 million. And next will be a benyani sika 1 to 1. Obi 1 cedi obenya 1 cedi. Obi 10 cedi obenya 10 cedis. Na mum see to sa nyame na se sika de be receive an nsem no. 100,000. Now say deposit can be 1 million now. Next they say for every 10 cities a depositors no hono. Obenya edia 1 cedi and now say 10 cities.
Okay.
And no chino wa share we ne no. So to be obedia na afi we hu se ne obedi no. Na mum sika bi obenya no say statutory expenses bi wo ho. Na dwuma oye no. And once it's any expenses or any obey yes, and son and the becano or the Bechichama or Akano.
Okay. Okay. But young code DKM customers and so issue, no, so I bet told ya, Senyami Aduma next week, government, I am say, Obetia 100% payment to DKM customers. In fact, receive another atuja so being here 246 million Ghana cedis. But me kind document in Kakano. Out of 90,353 depositors, which amounts to 669 million, 88,962 depositors, and you validate your claims, which leaves about 1,391 customers. One more amount in about 23 million, and we are rejected. What issue? You are rejected. One more claims, is it not too high, Rani boy?
The so cafe higher, a bit hiding kakra.
Okay.
If you say information a bank became a war at the point of liquidation, and no receive and between the INA.
Okay.
But they can't say, in some way, you see, in the banking or financial service industry, and yes, you go ye boy and brana and a buy. It was cost. Send your mututu womunyamano and this our problem ne buy. It's ye say e bia na workers na wo ho no ana wo ehwe so no omo hu say mra no nye adwuma no Omonso efa kwan bi nso de ye omonyama nti ebia na odu sika no akofo no nso papers a unsa beka no enye papers efi institution nankasa enu nti na say ye ka validation here ebi bepa say could not be validated enu echimpo no ebia nso ana oniku no o de sika no koye emie ma no paper no pepepe nso ebia no wayera no ebia no hu ba bi eda nti ebia na no no ba beko akoka se bi sika se aba na se eba ne se efa kwampa so na sika no ko di ho na mfa obi nsa no nsem mpie dia ene papers na be wo institution DKM ho no ne nyina ho beda ho na ye nyina ye hu enim na mom in an environment non-compliance a very serious issue no enye me nwanwa se omo information ni bi entumi validate eno no enkonko ye mrano ena antoye ana receiver no onye na adwuma yie information obenya no eno no de be ye adwuma no nti se ne omo ntumi invalidate no se ye pese ye kase ye pe ho asama ka ene be hia se nkrofo na ye omo adwuma no no eseso anko omo ye na ekoka 88% na okan ho no omo na eso mo to be chirechen ne omo ye no ne se ne omo ye no ene ade nti omo ye no saa ene ye validation na amma so no
and just me kasa nipa 1391 me a part of sa nipa ya and then SME I mean once my claims have been rejected what next then SME
obia ni sika was institution a DKM or whatever institution no
yeah
na se omo anhwe sika no so na bedum pempen so ya wo ho kwan sanka obekọ court na wa where adwuma no so ya omo dia from registered general point of view no mrano eka wasema
oye Randy mama me no wasemi enfensi ya
edo yo miss me damwase
right Eric ni boy court a banking consultant na yene no atwetwe enkomono kwaku
internet agene yenye ne kwawo so wo kwakoje me kwakoje ne yi no so wuni krata wo se Ghana has ni parodo na eba documentation see equipe a receipts ne report ne ade ye nhye ye ni nhye dan ko minim how well you are say we betwe akase bia me bi o minim obi a ne ba anyini aba akokra esoko abusuan ma receipt bi school fees ne papa bibi obeto bia
ni nyina wo ho
ni nyina okipi ni nyina o ma kipi a bepem ne etu ono no sa no sa asem bi se ba na so ka so bomra no o me lay claims ni ayi a eno aso wo ba ya da same discover we ba ha me ba ya scan me de to receipt amode ma me ni no atua we di atoa no atua we di atoa no odi we atoa no odi we atoa eti no ono oje enye den na sa o te se me o de okotwa de ma receipt a odu abontia no amoa na atoa twene de osika akam de ka ko ide
mama nkwa ho man so na mentwetwe komo baransa na no join me on Facebook na kwhwe Professor Jane na no pokwajiman enra wode nsem tudwa outdooring no ase Dr. Kobi Mensah a political marketing expert mene no entwetwe enkomodo kwotime kan me wakwaba
medase Mr. Joseph
Bajosa ho yede
Bachai nyame adom pa
emra unya kwan tie Professor Jane na no pokwajiman ehwe no
certainly, I think it was almost all over the country. Obia and Kofobi, and the shows of Butia, definitely an opportunity to listen.
Okay, but Yanti Weka Kanafe, Minas Miso Assemba Communo, Madarma.
Okay.
All of you. Nananom, my boss, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, leader of the NDC, and soon to be reinstated as President of the Republic. Thank you for your kind words. I give thanks to God for all the positive things you said. Thank you, Chairman of Osuapofo and Comrade Esiedun Katia, the one and only General Mosquito. Thank you also. I also recognize the Vice Chair of the Council of Elders, the Leader of the Minority in Parliament, former Speaker of Parliament. Yes. Many are those who are now more energized to vote thanks to the momentous decision, JM, that you have made. I urge them all to do just that. We plan not to disappoint you.
Doc.
Yes, sir.
Masemi say di kan. Enra prof ni saying generally ni demeanor ni posturing. I believe the first time I make a public appearance after ye announcing as flag bearer any enra or make a statement. Ni saying as a running mate, sorry.
Yeah. I think that when you come to politics and as a campaign, you have personality management and image management. The next say wofa candidate wo hwe ne character ne personality no and how a man for ehunu and as a person a man for ehunu. Now these two factors are crucial for when you present a candidate, and especially a candidate in the personality management and the personality align with the way image a person man for ehunu. It makes it easier for you to actually do that, project that image. And I think, from the demeanor, the way or backstage, taking the time, build the tempo, actually show aggression. What you say beginning, now I very calm, perhaps to her nature, but I'm out for the brain, who say it be some fire be with them and some aggression be with them. And you saw that aggression towards the end of the speech when she was all fiery, questioning why some people's citizenship has been questioned, and then alluding to the case that all of us, your ancestors, have contributed to making this Ghana what it is today. So we lay claim to every treatment. Now, I can't say about the exceptionalism of our system which is not acceptable. So you could see that in the end, she brought everything to the table, diversity. She has other aspects to her style and I said to her demeanor, apart from the calm nature and so on. I think
yeah, Doc, but okay. I tell you me joining me on Facebook. Na demeanor no adok we kan ho asem no. Share Professor Jinano Pokwajiman. Bra Adom Nsem tuja. Prof say what the jam ne brand menkanisa and ne personality edit to Professor Jinano Pokwajiman moving into elections and the campaign period afiansa ne eba be ne denden panwa is she marketable, Prof?
Absolutely. I mean, John was a John demeanor very, very calm.
Yes.
And what the government has a linear approach. When was a John on your fiery. It is Okasa Debiano, even say Utumu say assembly ehano crampo now, Okasa in a very low tone manner. What I say. Now, with this professor, when we should send you deliver and run, and that's what they know a judgment about on a campaign, trail now. Utumu said there's some diversity in her approach. Where it calls for aggression, in the facial, expression and in her antics, the way of using Nensa, and the way the word choices of words to use here. Utumu said, Onye as too calm to say John Ayen, but she could actually bring some level of aggression onto the ticket. So she definitely reinforces John Mahama's, demeanor. But then she brings other aspects to it. Utumu said, completely different from what we used to know about John character. So definitely, she's absolutely marketable. I mean, Shesenia or arouse a crowd, and even here and then yet see a tunation. I mean, it brings back memories of political beliefs. What I say. Sometimes Utumu say fire be with. Sometimes it's a tone and pace. I come from Kakra. Sometimes I basso. Banisana a ginger and I say motivating based on the grounds, and then it also brings some momentum and some tempo onto the campaign.
But your kind of appearance and the dressing or they making the first public appearance. That's saying, Doc.
Yeah, I think it was spot on, and I don't think it was even managing of it because you know, say
okay.
All along, you know, bar political scene, who address her. She hardly comes across as somebody who is a professor. What I say, or connected to yen ma minimum senior mudresse, yen anonymous or mudresse. Who to move say that's a kind of model or no one can not. In Tianano, who to move a dress now fire any the way I know because I fit in perfectly with the way you anticipate your man is and I say yes sisters more senior money. So definitely I think say the choice of words young man or man suit which I haven't really seen her in that corporate kind of what's called dress code. Most of the time when who say or shirt and or what dress code that looks more like the ordinary Ghanaian woman that you would want to see.
But Doc, moving into campaign, and especially now, yentimi enye rigorous campaign, say gather rally, political rallies, what should she do? And then and even as a general question to other political parties, they say rallies, what should be the way forward, Doc?
I think an example of what your friends say outdoor in the year, what we will call it as a town hall gathering, or more space that I suspect that's the kind of model we're going to see going forward. And then more of interaction. I mean, in the olden days, those days, you say for some minutes, door to door. And I say, call man for individually. Your friend is President Akufo-Addo so AAB in 2006. So we are going to see more of that very close-knit, small gathering, posture. And we're going to see more of a social media interaction. Some kind of it sort of scope the way I move a better campaign. So I say, I would have been sitting at the beach with you. I would have been sitting at the market with you. I am sure those ones in a manner that would not actually infringe on the your friend is saying the social distance approach. So the concept will be the same, trying to approach certain targeted groups in a very small manner, but of course not on a big time campaign trail, which of course we have always said even that kind of your friends campaign platforms now then is gradually losing its essence. So I think more targeted approach and going forward.
Okay, but Bibi from your point of view as a political marketing expert, as I say, Prof, working on moving into the campaign now,
I think that obviously another one policy statement, which I don't think is supposed to be her mandate. It's supposed to be the candidate's mandate, the top of the ticket mandate. But we are supposed to see a more a substantive, policy views, policy debate, policy discussion going forward. And I think the flag bearer who said she's still on her policy, review sessions with her team. Because as a vice candidate, the president didn't know or president. So we want to see her understanding of international affairs, for example. I mean, her understanding of, economic issues, for example. Her understanding of energy, which actually hits us so hard most every time. So we would want to see more engaging conversation and more diverse perspectives in terms of newness into the field. Like when we talk about, other policies that are very gender policy, very, your friends say disability policies, some variation of policy positions, going forward, and her standing on those issues. I think that going forward, the campaign would have to start releasing her to do some of these conversations so that people would appreciate there are more to the ticket than the other aspects now you're discussing.
Okay, not to suggest but moving into campaign, I believe another area obetimi advice ni physique betu kwan bebre ye be jogging na mami di movie enti obehia hoden enough strength to go by all these, Doc Anambwa.
Yeah, I think I mean, from the face value, who is senior senator, definitely you would think there or was holding. But of course, you're private and I say you're personally you're among for it. But I don't think that the campaign team, and I say selection team, was oblivious of that. I'm sure they will take all this into consideration in selection. So once they understanding is that the physics and health they are intact, because in selection you have to answer. The nipana atuja. Until once nipana betuja the nature and the health wise there's an understanding that she can actually manage that.
Doc, Mamino has any offense here. Or a political marketing expert, Dr. Kobe Mensah, and I'm an Acheche and Komono. Question do have me bisanwa. Justice Techi Mensen about the dressing, no? Or a political marketing expert. Into winning the dim command, you share near ma ninina.
Me buy Anna. Me ma ubijina has a month for show.
Yes.
Essence of Hucha. What found here who are to some panics can you only premaini? What I say? If you're told to be a baby, yes, you will be addressed by the way you dress. Because I mean, who na me nimwa. Ebia nam ni pakra wo ye. Nemu me hu me tun se nani da ho abranti we nani da ho. Said the wesi ato no bo afa no ho no wonim de wo ye. Enti no to da bia say question bi o ha ye bisa enye ne boni ma. Enye ne boni ma ye pese hu se said the osifa ne ho no e ya ade a ebetimi atwe obi adwene. Hu se utimi ko ba bi utimi hia baba wa bi hwe said the wesi afa ne ho na her kala bi ekuta ne ade a ubo se hu na na obi agya di na obi ehwe no wache attention it so the bibi na eba obetimi di amount it no dressing the and hu hia enye ne boni mu ye pesi hu.
Good morning to you, my brother Justice Techi Mensen, and thanks for your concern. Kwabu
CJ ti bibi aba kama wo nyame ya awie se san pipini and this bibi ade ne dia ba be che running mate
this kwan mu ada ho
it kwan mu ada ho aka ayi me twa akwa donko de na
ena gum
ena gum enso de mai ena ayi so de mai ayi kofu ayi ogana metine ganjo
abewa how
Professor Obudum
kana wate
ena ayi say some man so makofi akpalo LPG on so mo so fa o de mai ena ayi so fa ne de mai
LPG as na say me hu sa so opija oba bi nsa o anamboa
sa nani o fa na
me hu
no fa de aba na o me yanya
wo de sa na opija oba bi nsa
nani o fa me ntene nka o fa me ntene nka ne yanya hu dedi wo ena ayi so de mai ayi friends asa yarga ono so ne running mate mai so far it no PPP for so me yan hu omo de ena PNC o PNC de
there be
PNC cross flag bearer mo yi
LPG de no America no akpalu de no
what is Sunday one
Margaret O'Brien Safo ono here running mate LPG
Fanadi
let's say me hu say wa mama me bi nsa so ni din no
ana me na man kenkan
Margaret O'Brien Edin Safo Tiantimagi on a running mate for LPG
don't ever boy me family akwa America no o family chewa no pay it is say baby aduru ne de efunu na ne abie ekwan ni mu atene akas will be a strategic. And they say COVID-19 nearby anything. No, can it take here right now? My father badges, you know, with me yet. It's this time one strategic more.
DKM for no assem no na pesa me science should be.
DKM there.
Na me aduma na otwe bi wura mu ya. Receive annual actually say we be here 246 million Ghana cedis. The etua customers 88,962.
Next customer next week
ani
ena my penny that dance say ono so ne de no
oba afeba kwa
edi na ni mo betia
na nansi akire amafu asi akire na
madam fu bi mesi wa kise me say afi election no so why are strategic no anya want to say kwa na sitifu a ebero na who primaries in the use go primaries e kuko so yi utum say obi kuta skapa a just wo twegum na so be wi eche obeba na ne sesi fom ne ani kroma na enu mo ayi ba yi ekokeka nwasem ne ayi a ye kome malu so soro ho ne ayi a ayi amanfo de so bo maami ni ade ni ayi so ba maami kra wa we ne wow eti afu about to de so I just strategic masa ebebu ogum so
so da Democrats anu na egu ho no
ebebu ogum ye tu amufo si ye tu amufo as strategic this are the obwa usum da oni eboyem
Facebook comment ni kakana fi mi wia memra wo ho Kofi Dazi or say why LPG is this the short form of liquefied petroleum gas or there be LPG near Liberal Party of Ghana and Liberal Party of Ghana Kofi Dazi Krono say please find Kofi Wayo and interview him as he's been so quiet ampa we'll do that.
On the party United Renaissance Party
Azeman or say truly MPP is far better than NDC in terms of good governance, so Nanado deserves another term to do more. Regards to Honorable George Prempe aka Bashaka as incoming MP for Swame Onodia or de Abanono. Emmanuel Mensah will say Nano Pokwajiman is a conservative person and NDC is Socialist Party. The NDC and Mahama believe in power by every means possible. Ofosuan Pofo is ready to no. Wait a minute to make kind. Kwakwaje on Sunday DNA or say it's only those without the right frame of mind who still think it's good to support. Oh, there be. But your message, you know, the bar I share in somewhere woman a year and you know, bit me I can kind of walk as if you so Edu Ebenezer or see J&J all the way. MPP is the most corrupted party in the history of Ghana. Nana Chasu, you are killing us, Mr. CG. May God continue to bless you for your good work. Thank you very much, Ebenezer. Onosone dia ode aba no. Odami Samuel Kwache or say Utie London live. Also, former President Mahama said we shall pay, and that's not a must again. Jasper Motors and DKM collapsed under NDC. So why didn't he pay the depositors before they left office? Onosona Simbisa.
Or the Obisaya now will be so mampena da.
Or no, or the Abano.
Just the come on, whoever is concerned, to whom it may concern, and to whom it may concern.
Success cake, Kaswa. Also, the NDC's choice of choosing Grandma Jane as the flag bearer won't add anything to their ticket, since her performance as at the Ministry of Education was abysmal. And attaching her to an incompetent leader like J.M. worsens the case. Ghanaians know the value is the same. Onosone dia or dia banon. Kwaku?
Na minti ni pebiasi o.
But unzenra.
Compound when you both type, maybe you the boy for home.
And na me share Facebook live. Na me read comment ni bia. But unse MP for no mo share program on Facebook live no. Omo use hashtag be it's him, not her. It's him, not hashtag it's him, not her. Na say bema no momu na ye peno enye oba na mudi na begina ho no. It's that hashtag no trendy and ra.
It is say bema no aye den oba no so aye den. Well, I Ghana man say be do. It bema no aye den. En oba no so aye den. DJ.
But for daily guide,
for questions so. Yeah, there questions near bisa. Questions. Any bisa. Na ode the obokrata no ode mamefa the new crusading guide na me story bi o the new crusading guide so onim koku anyi do
yes
so onim no NDC so onim no
menim ne pa
so onim say o mampanyina da tamil se tiase no na wo no ena no ne ko nakra na chese ni bibia wona na hwechi
ni ma Kwawati Institute Atamil Institute
yes. But onim say na we deputy general secretary my NDC
yes
na opanyini wode se bia twodwa o say Anyido who rates Akufo-Addo calls him man of integrity na enwa ne enua baako a radio station baako edi nkomo ne ade a enwa say wokaya de bi pa wo mampanyin na nado dan Akufo-Addo Embra Kofi not. Farin ni kweja wato do bien wo mampanyin dada wanya na ba bi kro nyame fa ne kransi asomdwe ne fifi atamils wato anananom wonse do no wono koku sabre no mampanyin o te akonwa so no nyanya mampanyin no a flag bearer de ma MPP amanyuko wo kai de ochoye na de ochoye ne se wo behwa unu sa asomdwe park ye be se siesie ho ampanyin ampa wa mana bam.
Okay. Welcome go man so na me ne Ora James Ajanim Boatin or your NDC campaign spokesperson meneno twetwe enkomo James
just CJ Martin
we so Ria apombo ko de
Adom 106.3
mama mama ayiko nso for such a beautiful ceremony last night but generally concern James.
I think that the feedback it's a more. Yeah, say na ye penono pepepe oje stage near ye no the technology part na and jumedi nankasano. Even though your tones are fair amount for Kakrano, the main objective, and as a botana tie pa, and say, no more one fee, and now one come, and now one more outside venue, no mono, anybody, and on the course, and you did in that sense, Nadia, it's me achieve the main objective. My kind of silence, I'm pastor that Emma in Central for the electronic mass media, social media. Indeed, I'm a far better for coins, so a bit of opera for they are using Facebook to send messages out. Some of them showed up, and even though originally they were not on the plan, we gave one or two some access, and almost asked.
But James, what actually went into the planning, especially the first time a prof in making a public appearance, and then and a Komo putting this together, James?
Oh, yeah, okay. The channel said not a year anajoa a year. Prof Amajo. It was a night of Professor Nana Jino Pokwajiman say BBM ono na ode ensemo edana koma no so tuja and also near a big kind ye pa no say oma emeye running mate and also John Mahama echitai for election 2020 we na any big kind pa na chese or to na no to any amansan na akasa nti no ejma na akwanya ma ne kire eniema bia ehia na ni die kire anase na ni kumbo. So that was the main thing to share the highlight of the night, it was on into no see much as a jumedi and indeed she made very brilliant point about Enyama Bebre, Efa Yen Suku Samuhu, Efa Emma and Samuhu, Efa Yen Kambum and Samuhu, Yaman Yuku and Samuhu, Yapomodin Samuhu, ne in crying se, and also what they say, Yama Menum, Yan Yenum, Yenyamanum, Yamamba, say, and Yam Man Kuana Sabi, won't be tea at a court when a man so and never be a fear, you remember a man so 18 a baby. No sanso can say, maybe a Yanko Paya na dum or 3 Benega, 9 Yanko Pan Pejano, Edina Bedroom. And yet, say, or no na all caught through the door, no any name of the here say, or no drew jumping and so no we drew, or no ever saw Punim, Ama and Mado Duana a room to get to where she is.
But Enra Tena Wuken, the day was all about Prof. But listening to her, Yantisa or your policy statement be in fact an permanent Dr. Kobe Mensah or a political marketing expert or no so aka say can run something around international relations any other policy statement na kebit me at bibisa every na address no emu other than banisa James.
Well, I think I can understand this analysis or more yet. Maybe it's attributable and answer one more action from that perspective. It's an criteria. Medisha as edit to just say obey in the first major policy statement. Indeed, what I was trying to say was that obey in the first major statement post the announcement as running mate. And indeed, that is what it was. I think also that even that statement itself was what, to a certain extent, has drawn a lot of people to want to listen to whatever policy statement it was. But the real idea was the fact that she was making her first major public statement post her announcement or selection as running mate. No, more so Bobby among family. But even it is in the matter of that, Nama, I think that on the other side, I think they really were looking forward to that. But you need to understand, the professor is a running mate. The candidate on the ticket of the NDC, John Dramani Mahama. Policy issues were managed from John Mahama, of course, with the concurrence, consent, and input of Prof. And indeed, John Dramani Mahama, policy dialogue series. NDC, policies, and I say, shisha efa enyema bebre ono edibetuja osia various groupings anima we nya so do na ye betintim ana ye tintim ewo manifesto mu a enche bia nyame ya adomo eno so mpedifo ebehye eda ye be pan no so eho antoma.
Okay, but James, my final question, I mean, because I understand, say, what other engagements and pay. Enra, former President Kasayimo Akai said the NDC if voted to power. Wamobechia depositors sika within the first 1 year. Wamobechia sa sika ni. Now the question on a lot of Ghanaians' minds, and it's what didn't this government do? I mean, the NDC government do. Abraham Akonyaso, Nasa Asemi AC, 1 to 1 among. Now in opposition, you are making promises. James.
When the NDC was in power and those businesses, I know Nobaka said, Womoka say, Ura John Mahama, any Hoka for and assign you a year 1 there. And then one more Womoka and one more of them. They have offered no scintilla of evidence to prove that. Important, you will be asking one more cancer, as God is love, meaning Kika, you ride John Mahama, and then the Hoka for the shade, woman in Money York. So when they are almost at least at the time, Omokan put the normal opposition. Omoka was almost in Yahoo and Nancy being found to Ghana home character to a certain extent to bet me at and then one more them. A pretty for one water also. Your intelligence service, one just registration of companies, one crop ownership media. So let them offer the evidence. It proves and someone a can, you know. But that's not the only thing. John Mahama a can. You know, sounds so kind of say in Krofobi or Hua, in Juma Kobi or Hua, a buying essay that two where you see sir in Krofone Juma a go just on the basis of maybe the fact that they are opposed to the people behind those businesses, and you know, Kasei, and Kofua, one more sorry, no one will want to pedi, a sorry, see to one call one Juan one more Ankasa, and no more income. Now, Monsako, I know it's not sure 1 year, and I won't it's not share on rent, it's share on electricity, and Kekao, and you know, Kasei. on na brabo aye video or can say Senyamiya Adom na Ghana for Etwaba Emana. So our businesses are buying share the two when you see so now one in a so be a one day good no. Francophone na buying a baby modern sale. The only man ever sanction subject.
James, I mean, no, I say fancy, but me just know who hashtag no, it's him, not her. Well, James.
It's him, not her. And he for hashtag.
Me just say free. My friends on the other side, the MPP. It's him, not her.
Make us say near a big kind. Omoka say. Okay, but even that it's him, not her, no crown. I am not opposed. They can continue to do their hashtag. There was an official hashtag which was on the rostrum. JM and Jane 2020. I'm excited about these developments. Well, because of videos, motons are bringing and more MPP no normal betcha. And I don't know, Crano, only candidate in Panama, Obi and Pesobe candidate. I pay Yokofa Mami, Professor Nana Jane, Pogwajama, the Baya. Instead, they say, Womo, Benya Bibia can. No more can say, oh, no, nobody home. Wo for Ghana for serious and Kaubana or the neighbors or the neighbor tie with Chidina Baby Boomai. Those statements are normal. They were not attacking Nana Jane Pogwajama. They said they were attacking all the women of Ghana. They were attacking CJ. They were attacking your mother, your sister, your daughter, those of your producers, name, Omo girlfriends, now we are doctors, lawyers, name, those women and are not MPP for an attack him. But even that one, again, as a student, it is consistent with the NPP. Say, Womo Emma Aquina Sebia, and then Ma one bow one now Sukun some no one dear, if you cry the chain, man, one more year one say, Womo Bebwa, Ama, and man, so do some pen so and as one trout. Ubekaya, in Fieka Trebi Chemo. Nanado, Wafa say, Gabio Treda, could be two just and Nanado, yes, Uncle Betusa, Namoid, Eddie Obabe Batano. When your Saku could grow and near and yet Amana and yet pay a fan say. MPP amanyo kuumufuo no start a war say odie oye bema onfa ma menema sa ma me ye kan no na ye ene oye na na do so for local government ministry mo pichimu nka internet so asama me kan eda ho asama me kan da ho ntina na do enya kukuduro entini anye na ne aga bi sa kire wo sa ncho ye na odi tu dwani mu say na titu kura na edim eye MPP ma mpanimfo a wɔn na wɔn sa wɔn hyɛ saa war na say adeɛ kyeɛ no na yɛ organize a vast load of all women organizers to say from across the nation babisi na na do pono no ama papa na ntini anya ekukuduro no nia John Mahama ayi ɛkyerɛ sɛ ɔyɛ obema kukuduro for wei ɛna yɛ ne di kan ya amanyo ku titru edimu the kind of it is not to disrespect any political party, but the point I'm making is that this is the first time a major political party, NDC, Ede Oba Abba to that high position. Now, when you say Oba Keke, Oba, equally qualified, and I say even more qualified. Oba, Wejina University, Atiti Ene, Nkofua doctors, lawyers, Omo in marketing, Omo in offices, Omo private businesses. And no crampo na dena MPP for my be eba be kan. Omo say oh now we na me yeah fighting for women empowerment no way. They forget say when Professor Nana Jino Kokwajiman was in the lecture halls, grooming, training, modeling, encouraging all these young women who some of them are in the same parliament with these same people. They forgot that she was contributing. But interestingly, it is women's groups such as women's groups, I think quite a number of them, which came out to officially issue statements to acknowledge her contribution to women empowerment, gender issues, and to congratulate her on her nomination.
Okay. James, I mean, I was in a fancy. I mean, you said, Pebrena Bra Studio 9 Trans 101 na train campaign in Komoka.
My bad, I know paid the Osha said the idea in the
I know.
Me babe cram hona, omo prepi, home, Sunyane, the Borgan and Kika. Ombeka said, omo fremino, me do me phone. This has me back now, hope I was back at you. Could you do more phone in a can say, yeah, very not grown. I be
some
in this row. And I'm one bench, yeah, with the me.
Yes, with us,
George Spray, me up in a day, a chop a man,
with us. James Adom 106.3 is the NDC campaign spokesperson, and I'm an NO actually and Como and Kofi and Mamenkai commenting na yankoyanim. Hey, Kofi in Kosonyan coupon. I say, CJ, this man talking about attack on women, he is really funny. Where was this man when their MPs in parliament attack someone's mother, calling her all kinds of names? Is that not attack on women? CJ, God is watching. Honestly, they are or they about Facebook. No. Kwaku,
CJ,
yankoyanim.
Yabakoyanim na obi funkum obi mfumunwa. Wahu. Ade enye nenye nti senye dia yinyina yenye ntum senye ni yinya ne ye ma no so nya kwanya enso moa mo man ne nkɔnanim nya se bia oba bi e ba beboa nim dia nyame dia ma no no wo ye oba nti ne ba beto tankuro ni abedi ne da bi o man no wo ba sofa be ma sofa ni ye de koyanim na mo man na tumpon
tiawa
yankoyanim na yakoyanim dia daily guide the obokrata na ayi your friends say CJ what ye yinka Bernard Mona
Ben Hansani maintain.
Yes, Supreme Court no. Yes, Supreme Court.
Ana say
yes, no. CJ. Yes, no. Oh, Asemia Wakoka say Ghana for mo kutrum di omutime de ID card da na kono. Who say mekasa asem we de asem ba asem penny pen ho asem e de asem aba.
Na wo hwe he ese nia wa yira nso kwa no nim be.
E no nim be bi ote. O hinta bi akire. Wanu kwa na nim be ote enti ofa ben sa ote menka de a wo yesi Supreme Court hwe yesi belifo wo ma chiri kroma ba bia hwe ofa ben wo mu kuta contempt kratas wo mu hu no enti ene delegate de obokrata no de aba ene was mona dodges contempt papers. It said you on omudi Jackwala you are me as agro no bi da you say e de ade Jackwala you are me na pilolo kwase adwuma pilolo ya say wonu omu ye pilolo omu fa left no fa right omu fa right no adodge eti ebi mo say na de omu nwura ne de no ko passes so hwa esa say the obokrata say attorney general ene eso ko Supreme Court to say Bernard Mona asem na wo kan ye no wo Supreme Court animtia ene ye de contempt ebeto na pampem eti o se ma na krata ase ye hia no no wo mra no afa de wo mo hwe na wo mu hu no na unim sa ayimatia medu na nko hwe ani mu sanka ayi wo mapanyi da John Dramani Mahama ni nua ye aye friend se Samuel Adam Foster do na friend Samuel Adam Mahama enko ba be pim wo man mu enra ndanka wa friend am na beboa se 4 million we there Eurozone Euro sign.
Yes.
Yes. 4 million euros Airbus scandal no. Say ebi musu say government official wine no. Wo panyin ni nim, wo panyin Foster. Wo man panyin da John Dramani Mahama ni nua ebetimi aboa ma government official one no. Yetimi ahwe no. Eti yeso wo moto ne nkra, e ma si wo moto take it. E de suma ye say wo mo fa nkoma no. Eti Ghana for no my stranded no ko mo ba. Nanko wa drain afa du eno ma hwa animu akotena airport fra na pakosi anaje wo panyini ama oh enso person chom zo nye stranded etiane daily guide obokrata wo de honsam aba emontia chese wunya bia ubetimi akenka na daily graphic
for daily guide na
na chese 2020 about an aspirant presidential and said this will be echo online na fi umako file ama bibia so atumi akoso na happy birthday enko ema kofi nyako amwako dakwa wo chiamia mwako dakwa ya yenu chiamia mwako dakwa Adom TV
oh okay
ne ba
okay.
Radio Adom 20 years. It's in we say yes.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Oh papa wododo. Wachami wododo. It is CJ me call.
Me say na poso yen fast down ma Duraplast where Duraplast goes water flows Erata Motors for the best car batteries and oil. Buy speed made batteries and oil from Erata Motors. Latex Foam, your partner for life. Vodafone, the future is exciting. Ready? Agbeve Herbal Center. Why Eric Esia Dubuedi Ziam Kajua Dewa.